Jimmy Haslam is reportedly taking action against offensive tackle Cam Robinson after video evidence surfaced showing what analysts are calling the most blatant sabotage of Shedeur Sanders yet. When you examine this 4th and 2 play, you'll understand why people are saying this 300-pound lineman got flicked out the way like he wanted it to happen. Bush and Earl the Pearl broke down the tape and delivered a damning assessment that has sent shockwaves through the NFL community. The analysts pointed out that Robinson literally just stood there and let a defender tap him aside on the most crucial down of the game. The situation with Cam Robinson and the Browns' offensive line has escalated to a breaking point. Kevin Stefanski had Shedeur throwing to equipment managers and parking lot attendants during training camp instead of giving him reps with the actual team. That's been documented, that's been exposed. But what Cam Robinson did on this 4th and 2 against Buffalo might be the most obvious piece of evidence yet that something fundamentally wrong is happening in Cleveland. 4th and 2, game on the line, Shedeur drops back, and Cam Robinson, a 300-pound offensive tackle who's getting paid to protect the quarterback, literally just stands there and lets a defender push him out of the way with one hand. Not beat him with a swim move, not overpower him with technique, just pushes him like he's moving a shopping cart. The analyst breaking down this tape said it perfectly. That man put a pinky on you and flicked you out the way. This isn't criticism of bad blocking, this is an accusation of intentional failure. The analyst watching this live couldn't contain his disbelief, repeatedly saying, "Come on, dog, you serious?" A professional offensive lineman on 4th down in a crucial moment, just choosing not to engage with the defender. The result was predictable. Shedeur gets pressured immediately, the play breaks down, the drive ends, and everyone watching blames the quarterback. The accusation from analysts was direct. If you're going to be sabotaging, make it look a little more real. Don't make it so obvious. Bush and Earl the Pearl defended Shedeur's entire performance against Buffalo. Bush stated clearly, "There's some things that I would like to see him do better in terms of recognizing where the blitz is coming from a little bit, but I can't fault him a lot. I thought he did a really good job of maneuvering. I thought his opening drive was great. I thought he did a good job of moving the ball." He continued, "I don't think you can sit here and say, oh my gosh, he was the reason they lost. I thought he did some things well early. The Bills made some plays, but I don't come out of this football game thinking that Shedeur Sanders is the reason they lost." An analyst who watched every snap, who broke down the film, who understands football at the highest level, is saying Shedeur wasn't the problem. Earl the Pearl went even harder in Shedeur's defense. He said, "You remember last week when we was on the postgame show and I said the silver lining to what we all agree was a bad performance against the Chicago Bears was you get the opportunity to dissect that. And just watching him using the eye test, I thought he came out this game fluid. I thought like he was dropping dimes early in the game." Earl continued, "He did a great job of really taking what the defense gave him. A lot of people were putting hyper-focus on the check down and just taking 4 to 5 yard passes, but you've seen a lot of deep shells with the safeties to take away the deep ball, and he was still able to read the defense, take what was there, and continue to keep drives moving down the field. That's exactly what a smart quarterback is supposed to do." Earl pointed out that you got dudes like Cam Robinson out there, sabotaging, not blocking, air blocking. He's not even making contact with defenders. Earl dropped a revelation about Shedeur's athleticism. You go back to the pre-draft process and it was not really much noise about him as far as his athleticism. And I've just noticed over 4 or 5 starts that he has better pocket poise and pocket presence than what people gave him credit for. That he's stronger at the quarterback position than what people gave him credit for. And he's sneaky athletic. The boy know how to move in a pocket. He know how to extend plays. You have a quarterback exceeding expectations in pocket presence, athleticism, decision-making, and poise, but his offensive line is literally standing there watching him get hit. The interception to Quincy Junkins had social media saying it was Shedeur's fault, but Bush reframed the play. "I don't think that the interception to Quincy Junkins was on him." Now, people will say that ball was a little bit behind him. I don't want to. That interception to Quincy Junkins was not on Shedeur Sanders. The very next play, Josh Allen threw the same type of ball, was a little bit behind the running back, but the running back made an adjustment and caught the football. Josh Allen, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, threw the exact same type of pass, and nobody said a word because the running back made the play. Earl broke it down. "Listen, could he have threw a better ball? Absolutely, but Quincy still had his hands on it. I you kind of thought, like he turned his eyes upfield right before he secured the rock. You know, Mike said he thought. We was texting. He said the ball kind of came up hot. You know? Whether you were in uni league, high school, or college, I think everybody has been taught, whether from the neighborhood coach to a coach that, when it come to catching the football, if it touch your hands, gotta catch it. That's football 101, if the ball hits your hands, you catch it. But instead of holding the receiver accountable, everyone blames Shedeur. It fits the narrative that certain people want to push, that Shedeur isn't ready, that he's not the guy. This brings us back to Cam Robinson and this 4th and 2 sabotage, because this isn't happening in a vacuum. The analyst said it clearly. The sabotagers are getting exposed week after week after week. Kevin Stefanski has been sabotaging Shedeur Sanders from day one when he had him throwing to equipment managers and parking lot attendants during training camp. This was intentional marginalization of the quarterback to set him up for failure. Now we have Cam Robinson on the most crucial down of the game, literally letting a defender push him aside with one hand. The analyst couldn't keep his composure, saying, "You 300-pound man, come on man, stop playing. The sabotage, the fix is in, people. The fix is in." This looks like a coordinated effort to make Shedeur fail so they can justify moving on from him. But Shedeur is still playing well despite everything. G. Bush pointed out, "If you take a look at some of the final numbers, I think he played better than what his numbers show. I think he showed some moxie. You go head-to-head with the Buffalo Bills, they're a 10-4 football team looking to get the first overall seed. I thought he played a solid game." Earl added, "I thought Shedeur did a really good job with his legs. He extended plays. He was very mobile. I thought he did a really good job with his legs in this game. He had to, because when your offensive line won't block, when your receivers won't make plays on catchable balls, when your coaching staff has you throwing to janitors in practice, you have to be special just to survive." Shedeur has been surviving, competing, showing flashes of brilliance despite impossible circumstances. Jimmy Haslam has reportedly seen the Cam Robinson tape. Multiple sources say Haslam saw the 4th and 2 play, he saw the air blocking, he saw a 300-pound offensive lineman get pushed aside by a defender's pinky finger, and he's not happy. You just invested a high draft pick in a quarterback, you're trying to develop him, you need to see what you have. But how can you evaluate a quarterback when his own offensive line won't protect him? The receiver situation compounds the problem. The analyst asked straight up, "Did Jerry Jeudy play in the game today? The one that got hands like a snake? He's supposed to be a #1 receiver, man. Get open, do something." Shedeur has an offensive line that won't block and receivers who won't get open or catch the ball when it hits their hands, yet analysts are still saying he played well. The analyst summed it up. "This offensive line is atrocious. The sabotage of Shedeur Sanders continues. It's getting exposed week after week, play after play. The tape doesn't lie. The analysts are seeing it, the fans are seeing it, and most importantly, ownership is seeing it. When analysts are literally saying, if you're going to sabotage, at least make it look real, you've crossed a line. You're not just playing bad football, you're actively hurting your teammate." In the NFL, where everything is on tape, where every play gets analyzed by experts, where millions of people are watching, that doesn't fly. After seeing this 4th and 2 play where Cam Robinson got flicked out the way by a pinky finger, do you think this was incompetence or intentional sabotage? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications.